We are back. I believe that it's working now. I went to check it and it's on, it's up. I just can't see comments coming through. So, such is life right now. But if you watch the previous video, oh, here we go. Okay, now the comments are here. Perfect. Love that for us. So, if you watched the previous video, I was planning on making this one big video, but I announced the Align and Allow series. So, if you are not sure about what I was talking about, go to the previous video, or you can do search for the hashtag Align and Allow in this Facebook group and it will pop up. But I just broke down exactly what Align and Allow is, which is this mini weekly training series that you're getting where we're diving into practical tips and strategies for working in alignment, doing less, and actually up leveling to achieve your next level goal in the process with that time freedom vision that you desire. I broke down exactly how it's going to work, so I'm not going to repeat it all here. We're actually going to dive into the first official video and training of the Align and Allow series. And today what we're going to be talking about is taking back your time during your summer. So bringing back in this feeling and experience of balance in the summer months, in this time where we want to get outside, we want to be more active, we want to feel like we're soaking up the weather, especially if you are in a place like me or have lived in a place like me, like in Canada or North America where you get, or in Europe where you get all the different seasons and it's really cold in the winter, and it kind of shifts the way that you're able to experience life, that you're coming into the summer month, and this is how I am. I'm like, oh my God, it's summer and I'm so excited and like I get to do all these fun things again. And there's just this feeling that I get in summer where I really, really want to take more intentional time to soak it up because, we only get a few short months here where I can actually enjoy this weather without, needing to be inside because I'm freezing my butt off, right? So the three things that we're going to be talking about today when it comes to creating your balance this summer is the energy of summer when it comes to actually having this balance so that you can truly enjoy your time off without feeling guilty that you should be doing more or you should be working. There is this energy of activeness in the summer, and we'll talk about what that looks like and what that means. So we are like, oh my God, I want to get things done. I want to put things out in the world, but also I want to do all these fun things. Like I want to go to the beach, or I want to go take a long weekend to a cottage, or I want to actually take a vacation, or whatever your thing is where you want the balance piece. And then we kind of start to feel guilty because there's all these things we want to do. And it's actually also a time where we tend to burn ourselves out because we're trying to do so much of everything. The second thing we're going to talk about is the energy of summer when it comes to actually working, so that you are able to work really, really effectively and efficiently and really harnessing this energy of productivity this summer, so that you aren't constantly inside wishing that you could get outside and enjoy the sun and do all those fun things, right? That you're really getting things done, you're working through them quickly and efficiently so that you have more time to enjoy the summer months. And then finally, we together are going to set your intention for the summer. So again, this is your aligned action, your practical tip, your practical coaching strategy. And this is something that you're going to be getting in every single one of these Align and Allow series and every single training, so that you actually are getting these tangible tips. And there's going to be a lot of tangible tips and coaching strategies throughout the actual training, but I'm going to be summarizing and giving you one at the very end that you can actually take and do something with right now, right away. So let's start with the first point, the energy of summer when it comes to balance and really harnessing this energy. So what we really want to talk about here is finding this time and space to slow down in summer, even though summer has this very active energy. So when we talk about seasons, and I work a lot with seasons in my work and in my coaching because it's part of this ebb and flow. It's how we move through life, and the four seasons is part of this cycle. And this cycle, we see this cycle repeated in many, many things. We see it with the seasons, with the moon, with the female body, with the times of the day, throughout the month, all these different things. So working with the seasons is a really powerful way to understand the ebbs and flows of energy. And summer season is really this high energy month, or not month, months, this high energy season where we want to be social, we want to get out, we want to do things, we feel this energy of wanting to be active. We oftentimes have more energy. Like even think about waking up in the morning in the summer where the sun rises earlier and sets later, and somehow it's like, well, I could stay up forever. And then when it's winter, the sun sets at 5, again, depending on where you are in the world. And by 6 o'clock, you're like, oh my God, I feel tired, but it's only because it's dark outside. if you feel me on this, you feel me on this. I am this way. I'm like, oh, it's so late. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's only 5:30. But that's a great example of the way that the energy in summer shifts the way that we feel, because it is this active energy. It's us wanting to be social. It's us wanting to be visible. It's us wanting to try new things, to get out there, to put our creations out into the world. And so slowing down in summer kind of can create this juxtaposing feeling because it is very active. So if there is something that you want to do, like a project or a next level goal, you might kind of feel like, oh, I want to put all my energy there because I have this energy here now to move forward with this. But then we're kind of losing sight on this balance that we're wanting to be creating in summer, especially because, again, summer is super active. The image that comes to my mind when I think about this energy is like being out with friends, going bike riding, spending nights out going for dinner, being at the beach, and there's always a lot of people around. So how can we really bring balance in a way that in and of itself is balancing, right? That it's not always social and doing and planning and having a busy, fully packed calendar. How can we also make time and space to get grounded and to slow down even when the energy feels active? Because it's going to be the thing that really allows us to reconnect with our own inner needs and our own inner alignment, so that when we come back out to do things, we are really clear on how we're spending our time and energy. And this is also going to be the thing that shifts you from feeling like, oh my God, I don't have enough time, or oh my God, the summer just flew by. And yes, of course, that can happen in a positive way as well. But it's going to shift you from feeling kind of like all over the place to grounding yourself in between as well, and creating this expansive feeling around your time. The other thing that I want to mention here when it comes to balance in the summer months, and we're going to talk about this when it comes to work as well, but the zodiac seasons that are coming up. So the one season that happens in the summer is the Cancer season, and that actually starts at the end of June right now, and it goes until the end of July. And Cancer is this very grounded season for us. It's a time when we can really reconnect to ourselves. It's very much about this mothering, this nurturing, like how can we take care of ourselves? How can we take care of our homes? It's very much to do with like decluttering and organizing and feeling settled in a place of belonging. And so I really love that this falls in this summer month of like wanting to be active and wanting to get out there, because it does give us this time and space to kind of become more in tune with ourselves again, tune back into what we need and what our bodies are asking us for, and to just know that even when we have this energy, even when this active energy of summer might be supporting us to get lots done or to be really active and social, that we still want to be creating that balance and that time to come back home to ourselves, come back home to our actual homes. Or if you feel like you don't really know where you belong right now, or you don't feel grounded, which can be really part of what's happened in this past year with COVID and being all over the place and being, relocated to certain places. I know that that's how I've felt as well in the past couple months, to really make time and space to feel grounded again and to intentionally do the things that will allow you to feel that way. So that's what I want to give you in terms of this summer energy when it comes to balance and really having this fun and flow within your summer. Now let's talk about it when it comes to work and really harnessing this high active energy to get a lot of shit done, because that is essentially what summer is. Like when we talk about it, and you can actually go back, and I think this is still in the Facebook group, the Spring into Action Masterclass. So that was all about harnessing the energy of spring, and that's really about planning and initiating, like think about flowers budding and starting to bloom. And then summer is really this like bam, like we have bloomed, the shit's been done, like we are making that project visible, or we're doing the thing that we've planned to do, or we're fulfilling that intention. And so there is this energy of like wanting to get it done and make it happen, which is really, really fantastic. And we do want to harness that again with keeping in mind, how can we bring the balance back in so that you have the balance that you want to enjoy your summer, right? So when it comes to working productively in the summer, what I would encourage you to do for your coaching tip as an aligned action is to get really clear on what kind of work you want to be doing this summer and how much time you want to be spending on work. And maybe you have a full-time job. So what does that look like then? Maybe you are starting your own business. What does that look like then? Maybe you are, you have your job, you have your business, whatever it is, and there's a new goal that you want to do, like a health related goal or a relationship related goal. What does that goal look like then? Like we do want to harness this energy of wanting to be active and get the things done, but we want to do it in a way that's like really clear and streamlined, like boom, boom, boom. I did this, done is better than perfect kind of mentality. Okay. And so again, harnessing this energy, it looks like adjusting the way that you're working so that you are creating short designated work times with the intention of this is what I'm creating within those times. And then you don't do anything more than that. Like you are setting this intention beforehand so that when you get to that task or that thing, it's not like, oh, I should do more. No, you've set the intention, you're done. Then let's talk about the zodiac signs for this work, this harnessing the work and being productive. So first we have Gemini, which is what we're in right now for about another week-ish. And Gemini is this like very active sign. We're like getting a lot of things done. We're being very communicative, very talkative. We're curious. We're wanting to, be social with people, make all the connections. So it is this kind of like high energy, hyperactive kid kind of month, or season, sorry. And so how can you harness that right now? How can you move a little bit faster? And if you're feeling that energy, like lean into it a little bit, knowing that Cancer season is coming where you're going to have some time and space to get grounded again, okay? And then at the end of the summer, we have Leo. So that's end of July until the end of August approximately. And Leo is also very active. Leo wants to like be center stage. Leo is actually like the epitome of visibility of what this summer energy is actually about. So kind of keeping in mind as well, like if you have a goal that you're wanting to reach alongside of your work this summer, or maybe it's the main goal, is there a way that you could like hit the peak of it in August where like you've had the rest part, you've had the like communicating and the talking and like putting things into action and motion. So you've had a bit of that balance and work. And now you can like blow it up. It's like the freaking fireworks are going off and you're like walking down, what's it called? America's Next Top Model, the catwalk in your outfit. You're looking slay, you're looking fly, and you're just like really feeling all of those like bad bitch vibes, okay? That's actually a word that I love and I use it all the time, and I can't believe I've never said it on a live before, but it's perfect time to be doing it now as we are doing the first training of Align and Allow. So yeah, really just looking at how can I create balance in my summer so that even with this active energy, I'm making sure that I'm grounding myself. And then how can I also streamline down what I'm doing so that I can really get things done quickly and effectively, and then be able to have time to have the balance between being social and having my own personal rest time, right? And then using that summer energy and also the energy of the zodiac signs to support you in that. Like the reason we talk about this stuff and the reason you're here in this group is because all of these things are ways for us to just have a better understanding of what's going on energetically around us and within us so that we can harness it and take advantage of it for our own lives and our own work, right? So let's wrap this up now and just talk about setting your intention for this summer, for how you want to be spending your time so that you can actually take aligned action in whatever it is that you're working towards. And maybe that's even just having balance, and start taking back your time this summer in the process of doing so. So the first thing I want you to consider, and literally I'm going to give you all the questions and then pause this video or it's going to be done anyways, but pause the video, pause what you're doing after this, and give yourself 10 minutes to just journal this out so that you can really set that clear intention around how you want to be showing up. So the first question is, what is your main goal this summer? Like, is it to have more balance? Is it to achieve something? Is it to complete a project? Is it work related? Is it family related? Is it relationship related? Mine right now is honestly to enjoy the experience of being in the Aligned Productivity Academy with the amazing, amazing women who are in there. I'm like so pumped already about that. And I want to really just lean back and lean into that and enjoy that without thinking what's the next thing. And it's been a long time, like a lot of months leading up to this, where I've been really in the work of doing this course, of creating this course. So I want to give myself the space to enjoy the result and also to enjoy my summer. So that, for example, is my goal. And then what's your intention for that? So the goal for me, for example, now is, okay, I want to just focus on my Aligned Productivity Academy and really be in it and nurture them and move through it with them, because that's so exciting for me to see it and support them. And the intention for me is to bring honestly more rest into my summer, to have lots and lots of 4-day work weeks, to have afternoons off, to be able to be more social, to bring that social aspect back in. I moved back to Germany at the end of 2020, so it's really been about rebuilding my social circle. So that's really the intention for me, is to bring the focus more into all these other areas of my life to create that balance. So what's your intention around how you want to be spending your time? And then another additional question you can ask if you want more clarity is, what do I want my balance to look like? How do I want to be working on a day-to-day basis, a weekly basis, a monthly basis? And one part of that could also be like, do I want to take a certain amount of time off? Can I book that off already? How can I move things around so that I'm really giving myself this ebb and flow of being productive, taking action, harnessing that energy, and then moving into balance, rest, receiving. Okay. So take 10 minutes right now, journal that out. Drop your answers below if you want to share what your intention is, what your goal is for the summer, so that we can hold each other accountable. You know what mine is now. If you have any questions, drop them below as well. Also, if you have any specific topics or things that you would love for me to touch on or go into in more detail, whether it's strategy, whether it's mindset work, whether it's energy management, and you're like, I would love for us to talk more about that, or manifestation, or embodiment work, so that I can really step into this version of me who has all the things that I want to have. So drop those below. I will be reading through the comments and making sure that this series is really tailored to you. As a side note, I know that the Aligned Productivity Academy has just started off this week. And like I said, I'm so excited. It's already like the most beautiful community of women. If you are feeling like you missed the boat and, obviously the doors are already closed, there are a few people who've been reaching out to me asking me this question, and I will just say that if you message me privately or DM me on Instagram, we can chat and see what we can do, and I might be able to sneak you into the academy this round still, which if you think that that's what you want to do, this is the best time, because it will never be this price again. So I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you so much for joining me for the first Align and Allow training series. I will see you again next week, and make sure to go and answer the poll so that we know what time we want to be doing this series at, so that you are literally getting the most free value coaching out of this experience and this time together. I'll talk to you soon.